Okay, so, all right, the elephant in the room here, this Widowmaker, we're going to talk about it. Mr. Krupp and Engel, these two German immigrants, they wouldn't, if you guys want to come to my right just a little bit more, make room to be fair to these people, get them in here so they can see more. Okay, a little more. Get them in here so they can see what they're comfortable with. Okay, oh, you're fine right there. Okay, we can do this. So, is that where you want to be? Sure you want to be there? Okay, all right. So, they had a drill like this in the back. You'll need it soon. This was put here in the late 50s for your benefit mostly. But how they would have created this cave was with one of these. Okay? I call it Thor's hammer, but it is 35 pounds of, oh my God. You want to give that a shot? 35 pounds, I'm going to help you. Both hands, got to use both hands, guys. Okay, both hands. I'm going to help you a little bit. Both hands, yeah. Pass that around if you like kids all ages. So, okay, take both hands, pass it carefully.
Both hands.
It's just a heavy hammer, guys. It's not that exciting. Okay?
It seems kind of exciting.
It's not heavy, bro.
Making me nervous.
Don't drop it on your toes.
Make me nervous. All right?
Be careful.
I know.
Oh, that's light? That's lightweight?
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Heavy? Okay, so you're going to take, you wait for it. Just wait for it. You're going to take that hammer, my trust, and a chisel. Okay? Remember, we're working in candlelight. So this is going to go on your shoulder, against the wall. What might reflect candlelight down here? Maybe your fingernails? There's no glass?
Flint.
Your flashlight's on, by the way. You're kicking my butt. Thank you. Okay, maybe your fingernails. Okay, maybe they painted them white. I would have. But you're still looking at 1, 2, 3, strike, turn. For about 15 minutes, you're doing this. Okay, turn, strike, turn. And after 15 minutes, you start getting tired. I think you'll get tired in 20. But you start losing accuracy because you get tired. And I want you very accurate because just like this that you graduate to, sharpen that up. Same shoulder, same hole, same trust. That's getting closer to my face as this goes in. Once you bury this all the way in, don't worry, it gets worse. Okay? Because your light's on, by the way. Okay? These guys are unintentionally blocking your view here, but you do that 8 more times. You do that hole 8 more times here. Okay? If you want to, can I have you hug against that wall there?
Hug it.
Yeah, just kind of don't hug it like. Do not do that. Don't stop doing that. Don't lick the walls.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, just don't lick the walls.
He just loves making out with
These are this is a butterfly pattern. Each one of these holes is going to take you about a day and a half, 2 days with that hammer, that method. Okay. Now this guy here, the Widowmaker, this would speed that up to about 12 hours, maybe 16. And we can pass this around quickly if you like. Not a souvenir. I do need that back, but that's a soft iron bit that they used. Its lifespan is about 3 minutes. Okay? Every 3 minutes, you're taking that off, you're sharpening it back up, cooling it down, putting it back on. Nowadays, these are just diamond-tipped, carbide, fairy dust encrusted little wonder tools. They go for weeks before you even think about them. They're amazing. But back here, this lasts 3 minutes. Okay? Pretty cool, right? You know, yeah, we've got a few of those down here. And they were made in-house.
It's light, but
Okay, yeah. It took them a lot of time in lives. That's as far as I'll go. Took them a lot of time. You have a question? Yes, sir.
what's that?
That is what we'll get to later. Don't worry. Okay, but I'll remember you. Don't worry. It took them a lot of lives and time to figure out that if they just drilled a stupid hole in this thing and ran water through this bit, this hand-cranked air-powered thing, that they could tamp down a lot of that dust created by this process. Because these men, like I'm telling you, not to lick the walls or touch the walls too much. You're fine just to touch, but don't lick the walls. Okay. They are breathing in a lot of that dust, that silicosis causing stuff, that black lung disease. Yeah, you want to hop out? Your comfort, you tell me. Okay. Okay. So this man would live about 6 months doing this job, as far as I'll go there. Okay. He didn't last very long doing this job. This was one of the higher paying jobs, but extremely dangerous. He got sick, and he didn't live long often. Okay, that's as far as I'll go there. Okay, any questions, pictures, anything like that? Oh, your question. I'm sorry. This moss here. This is just standard issue moss. It grows in mines like this in places. Don't touch it too much. Okay. Well, you don't wash your hands,
It
but
could have some bacteria in it. So
it's got some, and that's,
Yeah.
yeah, now you just made it worse.
Yeah,
Just wipe it all over your
wait.
clothes.
Just wait.
Cool.
We'll wash your hands. and it's back.
Now you just wiped all over your clothes. And now it's spread even more. You just made it worse. Congratulations. So, fun fact as we get on here, industrious young women would often come into mines like this and collect this stuff for use in the kitchen or lubricants, makeups, dyes at the time. So, congratulations. Also, in creating this cave, this mine here, standing right about here, you're 7 years in from the front door. You haven't found anything. We keep going.
Holy.
I haven't found anything yet.
Nothing yet.
7 years in a mine, that's crazy.
You will, don't worry.
Oh, damn.
It literally took them 7 years to get that far.
Get that far. They haven't found
7
anything.
years.
Okay?
Ew.
7 years to get there. And
Step people.
I didn't know we had to do that.
It wasn't all terrible, they were like words, but
Oh, damn.
there's a lot we can cut out so you don't get off disgusted. Okay? How far are we going, guys?
A long.
Stop here. Stop right about here where you are. Okay? Right about there is perfect. Right there. Okay? You guys want to just kind of circle in on my left here a little bit? Get everybody in here. Okay? Oh, your light is kicking my butt, sir. Okay?
Turn your guys' lights
Just
off.
turn your flashlights on. Just your yeah. I mean, I don't mind. We don't on YouTube. I don't care. Just your lights are on. Okay, so elephant in the room here is it's fine. It's fine. Elephant in the room here is this muck sheet here. This is the sheet of iron that you would put on top of your train car, your rail line here. It's not here anymore, but as you're blowing and exploding all this rock down, sound is amplified in this mine tenfold.
I mean, you can tell by just the echo, right?
Just my echo here. I try to lower my voice a little bit, but it's easy to really get that out here. So you can see a lot of the battle damage that they inflicted on this thing, and just the force it takes to fold it like a lasagna sheet. Okay, that wasn't heat. Explosives did that. Okay, so any guesses? Let's have some fun. Let's pick on you a little bit. Any guesses as to how this sheet of iron, this 800-pound beast I've bench pressed, how this gave the mine its name? Any guesses, thoughts, ideas, conundrums? Any thoughts? How did this sheet of iron give the mine its name? Any thoughts, ideas? We don't sound too sure. Let's have some fun. Can I trust you? Are you licensed? Can we trust you? Yeah. Come on forward, son. All right. Let's all cover our ears a little bit. Give me a good hit on that. Give me a good whack.
Holy.
That was healthy. That was good. Anybody else? Can we trust you? Hey, oh my God, that is out of piranha. Oh my God.
Trust him.
Once more. I can do one person.
Yeah. Wait, where's the one? I'm recording.
Him, then you. That's it.
Sounds like a drum.
Go nuts. Get in the end. Go nuts.
Go hard, not at all hard.
Okay, we're gonna keep you very happy the rest of our time together. Last person, no.
Can
Last person, you, and then the last person. Okay? Let's just try this again. Cover your ears a little bit if you like. Okay? Go nuts. Just you hit it. Okay, you even had your foot on it to dampen the sound. We're gonna keep you very happy the rest of our time together. No, because we like our hearing. Thank you very much. I like no. All right, guys. So I like young muscle to do that because you and I, sir, are gonna make us deaf. Okay? You and I, yeah, we're gonna make us deaf doing this. You felt that in your bones, though, right? Yeah. Okay? People 2 blocks away just heard you do that. They know we're here. They're coming. Okay?
Oh, no.
I have my phone. They don't let me out. Okay?
Hey guys, did you hear what he said that first time we stopped? He said it took 7 years
Yeah.
to get to, no, not here, the very first one. Where
It's
we
true.
all stood.
It's true. And I'll have an update here in a moment. Okay? So this sheet of iron is responsible for a lot of, it's the name of the mine, Big Thunder. People would come out of their bars, their homes, and they would look on a clear day, no clouds, where's the thunder? Where's the, they were very superstitious people, okay? Now, at about this time, Mr. Krupp and Engel, they're standing right about here. Now, I'll kind of breeze through this part, but it's important, okay? They get about here, they blow all this out, they find this, I know you can't all see this right now, you'll see it as you pass by. But here is graphite, I'm sorry, get that in your eye. That is graphite, and this is white quartz. And remember, if you've got those with garnets that are all over this place, you almost must have gold. And you do, because they missed it, and so did you. So you can be forgiven because it's right here. There's a lot of gold right here. I can't have you touching it. Please make sure no one does. But curious kids, please, curious little hands, don't touch this. There's a lot of gold here. It runs about a mile this way and this way. Okay? They didn't find this. Any guesses why? Why are we still building more tunnel? Any guesses why?
Because they didn't find any?
They just didn't see it. That's correct.
It was too dark.
The stupid reason is they just didn't see it. This is also a cautionary tale about cutting corners. They used candles in here, not lamps or any kind of proper light. So be careful about cutting corners. Do things the right way.
How
Okay?
much time did it take to get here?
Funny you should ask, because you're reading my mind. Staying right about here. It took them 15 years to get here.
I was close. I was close. I said
And
14.
because
They didn't look around.
they did not find that.
They could have left sooner.
So,
This is dumb, so kind of like this one. I said, y'all know. Fight and
right? So they missed that, but not for the last time. All right? So they keep going, as do we.
Holy.
Now, they were just looking for gold here, but if they had sold the other things they were finding, they could have made gold. You're walking through a massive silver vein right now. Yes, they did. About the size of a baseball. What's that rock? What's that rock? What's that rock?
Yo, stop walking like that.
About a baseball.
Holy, bro. My hands are all dusty now.
What if this all crumbles on us?
Then we're cooked.
Help me!
Damn, bro.
I'm just gonna stop here so we can gather everybody up together because we're all just getting too separated. Okay? I know we can't all see this, but right about here, I don't like to spend too long on this, but right about here, you are about 600 feet in. You're about 300 feet down under the mountain, even though you're walking up technically. When they get
Kinda
here,
scary.
they're finding it hard to breathe. Back here, air does act like a liquid. It keeps dust in suspension in the air for a long time, weeks, okay, months in some cases. They can't light a fire back here. What does fire need to burn? What does
Oxygen.
Fire?
Oxygen.
Air, oxygen. We take it for granted. Back here, it was in short supply. They find this. This is a natural air vent going to the surface. The odds of that happening in nature are astronomical. It just doesn't happen. But the odds of you finding it are much less. You know, what if you had blown your mind a few feet this way? What if you blew your shaft a few feet that way? You never would have found that. But please don't.
No, don't cut.
This is this wall here is just rusting iron. I don't recommend you touch it. It's not probably going to hurt you, but probably not good for you either. So you know, it lets them. To them, that's a sign from above. They let them keep going. They do. So do we.
Ooh, rusting iron, bro. Hey! Don't step on my shoes.
Love your watch, that.
Ooh.
Shoulda got low.
Whoa.
Watch your head. Watch your head. All these cell phones on. That's all.
Anthony.
Holy. A little bit of quiet here. A little bit of quiet. It's an exciting room. It's also the stoke room. It's the it's the end of the mine, not the journey.
So everybody can come in.
Okay.
Turn this
No.
way so you know you
Right about here, these two Germans, They're told from the deed when they bought this place, they can go 20 feet to the left, 20 feet to the right. When you buy a mine, that's about standard issue, okay? We put this board here intentionally. This is their center line. We know that from our modern means. So they're told they can tunnel through the mountain if they want to. Go nuts. But they can't. They meet this wall of iron. And it's a very serious, high quality grade wall of iron, okay? Heartbroken, they can't go any further. And those drills did not do the job. They go up, and it's an impressive look up. Your cameras and whatnot, if you like. But heartbroken, they can't go any further that way. Now, they come to my left, okay? Standing here, they come to my left. But they can't go much further. This is obviously not 20 feet. They run into a problem. What stops you? What stops you? What sticks out to you?
A minecart?
And I say that, no, yes, no.
Lack
no,
of
no.
oxygen.
I say this to have my fun, because that's my sense of humor, but really to get everybody on the same page. What sticks out to you? What
yellow
looks-
stuff.
The rods? See the rods? Yeah? Sometimes I give the answer. There's 1, 2, 3 iron bars here. See them? Everybody see them? If if you don't see those, this isn't gonna make sense. That's why I do that, because I'm like that. Okay? These iron bars here are clay markers that you're getting onto someone else's property, and you don't do that. They will punish you severely for doing that. That's as far as I'll go on that one. You're welcome. Okay? So, Mr. Angle, he goes to his neighbors, and they're far away. They're a lot longer. They're a lot further than 20 feet away. So their mine is abandoned over there. Our research tells us that the Lucky Boy next to us here, they tunneled down. They tunneled back to the muck sheet you just came from. It's a very long way. It's about like this. You're about 700 feet in. They tunnel on the other side of this wall. They realized what they were doing, that they made a mistake that could cost them severely. So they drill these as a diversion and get out of Dodge, because they were stealing from these guys on that side of the wall for many years, okay? They drilled those to confuse this guy over here and got out of Dodge, okay? That makes sense? Would make a little sense to most of you? They were stealing from, the Cliff Notes version, they were stealing from this guy. In this mine, they got about 11 ounces, which I can give you numbers, but I'd rather just give you a visual. They got about a baseball out of this mine. Those men over there that were stealing from these guys got beach balls. Okay? Makes sense?
Never settle
Makes
up.
sense in your head? They never did. He never discovered the deception here, but had he discovered it, it would have been a very different and very violent story. Very
I can see the
violent.
shadow of it.
We'll talk later. So, about as far as I go on that, let's see who can offer questions. Standing right about here, any guesses as to how far in you are? How many years it take you to get here? What do you think? Thoughts?
That you seem good.
35. 35 years to get right here. Okay? Now remember, these men are about 70 years old. And they're in great shape swinging that hammer with those drills and all that. I should be so lucky when we're 70. But they quit. They're done. They just haven't found enough here. Krupp does make it back to Germany. We have the records to indicate that. Engel, we don't have the records that he made it to Germany or California that he was headed to. We have to be a little realistic, but hope for the best. If you were just on the road at the time, people would attack you. You know, Indians, Native Americans, they would just attack you. If they could, they would. That's why we traveled in the packs we did. It was a very different, violent time. As far as I'll go on that, I think we understand. Okay, now fast forward here to about 2006. My beautiful boss, Sandy, she brings out the School of Hard Rockers, and they install 9 of these silver tabs. Okay, we now know for a fact that there are about 3 and 4 ounces of gold behind all of those tabs. It's a lot of gold. Okay, now we don't get it out these days because of environmental reasons, legal. It's just not economical to get it out. Okay, which is why you guys are the new gold. That's why we appreciate you so much. However, if you if you connect the dots to the right, you'll find that behind this wall, like we've learned, they missed it, and so did you, so you can be forgiven. Behind this wall right here is a ton of gold, lots of gold. Okay, I can't hide. You know what? Yeah, let's do this. There's a piece. Matter of fact, there's a piece right here at my fingertip, just glinting in the light perfectly. you know, just right here, I don't know if you can see it, how I like to hit it from different angles.
See that little shiny
There's a piece
speck?
right here, there's a few pieces here. We've drilled here, this vein right here, we know there's gold there. It's all throughout this wall, okay? In fact, sir, 90, just behind you, glinting, at your eye level, glinting in that speck, right there, glinting perfectly in the light. There's gold all throughout this wall, okay? And they missed it, just like you did, so you can be forgiven,
Back up.
Get back in here.
okay?
Get back in here now.
So hop back in, and you're about to see why. This time, whether it ends your video or not, I'm gonna have you turn off your lights.
Turn your lights off, guys. Video's off.
Okay, video's off, lights off, whatever it takes. We're about to see how they missed it, okay? If you're afraid of the dark, get by somebody you trust. I'm cheap. Okay?
Hey,
Little
Calm
quiet.
down, calm down.
Okay, little
You'll be
quiet.
fine. It's all right.
It's safe in the dark, just like the light. There's no difference here. We're all friends. Now, a lot of people. Are you okay? Okay, so not everybody gets to experience perfect dark a lot. You're about to. In
Stand
3,
still.
2.
Holy.
Don't turn off your
Turn off
lights.
those lights, please. Turn off those lights.
Put your phones away so we
Put
can
them
see.
away.
Put it away.
You're gonna wish you remembered this live instead of living through your phones. Okay, this is your office. Okay, live life, not through your phone. Okay, this is your office for 35 years. This is your life. Okay, and my lighter, my crappy lighter here, kicks off more light than their candles would have, and this still sucks. It would take me a week to survey just the archway I'm standing in, and that's actually how I discovered that little piece of gold. I was burning it. Okay, and I had to buff it out. So the oils on my hands don't discolor it. But yeah, this is your life, 35 years. This is how you work in here. And remember, you're working with that chisel. Maybe you painted your fingernails white. The glint off your fingernails, remember? Okay? I would have painted mine white. But yeah, so this is your life for 35 years. Or just working underground in general, okay? Thank you.
Holy, I was still recording. I was like,
Thank you for that. Okay? Putting your lights away, putting your phones away. Do that more often. Live life. Okay?
Live through your phone every day.
Don't live it through your phone. Live life yourself, not through your phone.
what's that?
Was it hard to get the timber
That-
in?
That is a decoration for a Halloween haunt that we have for the kids every year around here. It's awesome. We have a lot of decorations I'm sure you've missed, but that's just one of them. We try to get them all, but sometimes we miss a few. We fill this whole cavern up with smoke, with fog. It's beautiful.
Oh, scary.
It scares them.
Can we get a picture real
Scares
quick,
the heck out
guys?
of them. Now's a good time for pictures.
Can you guys all scoot back so we can see you all?
Call
Everybody get in there.
back, please.
I want to see everybody.
Everybody smiling faces.
Turn around.
Let's see those smiles.
We've got a few minutes.
Smiles. All right.
You guys want to get in there? I'll take a.
That is my class. I
You're-
probably
You're
should.
covered. Anybody else want it? Nothing, I'll take it. You need it? Okay. Everybody on me, perfect smiles, beautiful faces. Because I'm going to take this picture a few ways this way, then I'm going to hop up on this beam behind me. Oh, you blinked. Stop blinking. Don't do that. You get up here. I know how to do it here.
Should I stand?
And because she didn't follow the rule back there, she's shorter. She should be in the back. So this is how we're going to do this. Okay. Beautiful smiles, perfect faces. Okay. So I saw the rabbit ears. I saw that. Okay, I got you a bunch of pictures that way.
Thank you.
Sorting these beautiful faces out with your one. I'd rather do it with you. All right.
But I shouldn't
All
like
right,
this.
guys. So I do have to be the last one out of here. If I could have one of my leaders here just lead from the front. We're going to exit mine and go to the middle of the right. Thank you so much for doing that, by the way. Put your hat on, watch your head. You gotta keep people happy, keep it on.
It's wet up there. Oh shit, I can't get past. Hey.
Stop cutting.
No. I got that. I recorded that. Yo. Yeah, Adonis. Remember that? That's all the dust. It's not fog.
Dig it, Jackie. Guys, I swear to God, it's just like Minecraft. Got it. What I doing?
What is he doing?
Wait, why do people stretch it on the out at this video? A bigger pie. Oh yeah, that's so
Minecraft.
I'm talking right now. Oh, is that why? Is that my part? Yes. Chat, Ash needs me, bro. I'm playing Subway Surfers right now.
I went.
Oh, you fucking leech. I'll take that.
I went down to Adonis's height.
I know, Adonis, stop pushing.
I'm as tall as Adonis.
He's typical. I'm not.
Oh, daylight.
Sidewalk, please, sidewalk. Stay on the sidewalk.
We've ball.
Have a seat.
I've rode down that hill forever.
Holy, the Bell Crusher. It's an old time wheelchair. It's an old time wheelchair.
Seats over here. Come sit down.
It's cold now.
We're out in the bright light.
All right, folks, welcome to the mill. Okay, and you can take your hats off in here. If you hit your head in here, I'll be very concerned and impressed. Okay. This started its life on the other side of our building here, 200 yards away. It got burned down and recreated faithfully here to house the sand mill. We'll get there. But everyone in the area used one of these. This is a bell crusher, okay? And it's belt driven, loud and obnoxious. But the average size of your rock coming out of your mine looks about like this. Okay? But that's not going to get you dinner. You don't want that. Okay? You run it through here, your big pepper grinder again. It comes out like this, gravel. That's gold ore. We usually let kids of any age take some home. I hope you get 20 bucks out of it. You won't. So don't worry. Now, if you're a big corporate guy, you're using things like the Grizzly, the Crusher up there. They're just separators, pulverizers. All your material comes to this stand mill here. This is my boss's pride and joy. We ask her how much it costs. She just starts talking about the weather. Okay. There's 3 that work in the world. One's in London, another's in Australia. One's in front of you here. We know it works because the people in Hill City, 12 miles away, told us to shut it off after 5 minutes. They heard. Each one of these pins is about 1,000 pounds. These are the heads for them, actually. And this is actually the prototype for an engine on these cams up top. Think about it. This is the early invention of an engine. So,
Took a picture of
as your material comes down in dust form or less, men who are deaf, they're pulling and squeegeeing just pools of mercury onto that rock to try to catch the gold. Because mercury is gold's magnet. It's not a woman's finger. It's mercury. Okay? And they're just handling it with their hands, mercury. They don't know how horrible it is for us. Mercury poisoning. So they dealt with that a lot. You know, it was not good. Now I can't have you back here, but I do want to show you kind of the 2 flavors this comes in, okay? If you are a small guy like Krupp and Engel were, they officially record about say 2 of these out of this mine. Remember that baseball I talked about of gold? Okay? They record a few of these, not a baseball board. And remember this, half of this will go to your partner. You promised it to him. This guy, the essay, he gets about 10% off the top anyway. He's probably not being very honest. You don't know the way the gold you're giving me. So, yeah, it's gonna go in here, get baked for a while, and that's gonna turn into your ingot. It's fascinating, really. But if you're a big corporate boy, you want ingots. Big, fat ingots. You get them too. Oh, you get them. They look a lot like this. This is iron, but I wish they'd let me paint it gold. Just my sense of humor. It's mine. You get about 6, 7 of those. It would take, I mean, you and I aren't going to lift that easily. Okay, they're heavy. Gold is very heavy. Okay? You okay over there? Sure? You're going to get a bunch of those ingots, maybe 6, 7 of them, and you're going to put them in a box like this. Now, do we all remember those stagecoach robbery movies, the train that goes robbing a train, right? This is the box you were looking for. Whatever the script said, this is the box you wanted to find. And in the case of this particular box, it did get found. That's as far as I'll go there. Okay? Sorry to say. Yeah. So, if you're a big corporate boy, you're bringing in cups like this, like Broken Guy here. You're taking something like that over to something like this full of gold and mercury. You're going to boil, cook that for about 30 hours. You're going to suck off all that mercury, further poisoning the people of Keystone. Thank you very much, guys. Because that's where the phrase gold fever comes from. Mad as a Hatter, you've heard those, right? Those are the beginning stages of mercury poisoning. And that's what happened to most everybody doing this in this process, okay? Now, one of the last things we like putting folks through, because we're that way, is to have our fun and have you guess, what is this? Any ideas, thoughts? What this is? Any thoughts, any ideas, conundrums, questions?
Minecraft.
I know you've got a lot of questions. It's not a Minecraft thing. That's like the 7th time. Stop playing Minecraft. It's like the 7th time you've mentioned Minecraft.
Yeah, Donnie. I don't play Minecraft.
Okay? Get Dungeons and Dragons or something. Get something good.
Yeah, get Dungeons and Dragons.
You know. Any thoughts on what this is? Ideas, thoughts?
You said it's a Minecraft cart.
It's not a Minecraft card. It's not Minecraft.
Yes, you
Oh my
did.
god. Okay? Can't just play Counter-Strike like old people? Now, I'll give you a couple of hints. This is taken into the mine in the morning. In the afternoon, there's a lottery to clean it at the end of the week. It is the facilities. Okay? Now remember, you're working for corporate guys. Okay? So you're given a uniform. No matter how small you are, yes, they would give you a uniform. It means the same. So at the end of your shift, they're checking you for gold. Your clothes. They're checking you for gold. Thoroughly. As far as I'll go there. Okay? So you did not steal from the company. Anything you found in this cart was yours to keep. You can take it home. You know, and if you're poor, desperate, and uneducated, this might appeal to you. Okay? Also, you did not want to be the one to volunteer for this job. You kind of wanted to stay away from that because they knew if you did hint that you want to do this job, you were either the thief or you knew somebody who was. And they would take you out in the middle of town, Hunger Games style, with a length of rope. That's as far as I'll go. Okay? You did not steal from the company. So, they weren't all terrible to work for, mostly horrible. If you were hurt in a grievous injury, they would take care of you for the rest of your life. Okay? If you didn't survive your shift for some reason, they would give your family money to take care of them the rest of their life. So, I mean, they weren't terrible, mostly horrible to work for. So, any questions, pictures? Like that? Questions, pictures, videos? Please?
Oh, my head.
No, yeah, question. I knew there was somebody. Save me here, man. Minecraft?
You said I didn't say nothing.
Come on, Minecraft, save me.
didn't say
What do you got?
It's a chicken jockey.
Adonis? Adonis, is it?
He said he knows everything.
Adonis?
I know.
He knows everything.
I don't even have Minecraft.
He knows everything from in here from Minecraft.
No, I don't.
Please don't.
do?
I don't even play Minecraft.
That's right.
I got everybody over here for a picture. You guys can stay where you're at, but I want it kind of in front of this stamp mill.
Hey, wait, sit down because we can see the founder. Sit down. Yeah, right there. That's the founder right behind you.
Yo.
Stamp mill.
He said he loves Diddy.
Diddy stories. Diddler stories.
Yeah, that's the founder right there.
Come in some more.
Yeah, you guys like squish this. I want to be in front of this thing.
Guys, gotta squeeze it.
Okay, guys.
You boys, come up here. Come on, sit down here. Come on. No, you guys need to come over here towards the middle.